Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Xtremetarot, where we do moon readings and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a zodiac reading for the sign of Leo. Please excuse my AC in the background. There's people next door like having like a barbecue, so God bless, they're having a great time. I just didn't want my dogs to be barking. They still might, and if so, I am so sorry in advance. But I do the best I can. But I had this reading all set up, and then these people came outside. I was like, oh God, but we're going with it. So, hi. So we're doing a reading today to see what your person would most like want to say to you. I feel like this could be a reading where somebody else kind of sneaks in than who you were expecting, because we have this secret admirer energy here with the vase. Let me just stand up, I'm sorry. We have the secret admirer, and I clarified this. Usually only get 3 cards, but we got dealings or relationship with a younger man. So this could be a younger fella on the horizon for you, just that has a crush on you, and their energy was very strong here, because we also had the fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate, as well as the moon, changes in your life. So I'm thinking like they could have went through some major changes. I kept seeing the student card and the child wounded and child this and child that. So I feel like they could literally be not a child, but maybe like they could be like fresh into like adulthood here. Maybe like with the student energy, they just recently went to school for the first time, because we have this changes in your life. So I feel like there could be some major change happening in their life that's making them feel a little bit drunk with power, not power, but drunk with like having power over their own lives for the first time. They're like riding some weird high of like just feeling like they're free from the clutches maybe of their parents or some sort of controlling force. Even just, you know, I'm really getting college. It doesn't have to be college though. It could be them maybe like moving out for the first time, getting a job for the first time, and just having their own money to spend, getting a car for the first time, and being able to like drive wherever they want to go, and just having a newfound sense of freedom, some sort of change in their life. And it's like they want to get in that car and drive straight to you, it looks like, because they're really feeling it here. So like, what do we have here? This is just their general energy towards you at this time. And if you don't want to hear this, or if you're asking about a different kind of a person that this isn't resonating with, please feel free to check my Leo playlist. And if a title there jumps out at you, feel free to check that out. All my readings there are timeless, but yeah, we have be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. I feel as though they're entering this new phase of their life, and now that they have this new sense of freedom, they're imagining like what more could come. They feel almost like the sky's the limit, like what's the, you know, and they're like allowing themselves to dream really big and just sort of like expand their mindset. But this feels very like authentic to them. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. They're definitely watching here. They're smitten, whoever this is, but they're imagining a life you guys could share together. They maybe feel like apart from you somehow. The way this is, it's almost like there's something out in the distance, but they see it happening, like for real one day, whoever this is. Bold, exchanging gifts. Maybe they're gonna get you a gift. I feel as though with the wolf spirit here across the way, usually I try to go in order, but with the wolf spirit, with the secretive wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. I feel as though they've been watching you in a way. They've like been noticing, like they know things that you like and things that you don't like. They have like some sort of intel that they've gathered about you, and I feel like they want to maybe turn that knowledge into wisdom, turn that knowledge into power, and make a bold move, like maybe getting you a gift of something that they know you like, just to be like, oh, like I really know you, just to show you. I think they want to show you how much they care about you. We also, by the way, had this child magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. That's kind of like when we dream, everything is possible. So maybe for some reason this really isn't possible, or maybe it's them not thinking that this could be possible until this point. Something had to happen, some sort of outer circumstance had to click into place before they could really like wholeheartedly pursue this with you. But it seems like they are planning some sort of gesture here. They want to do something. And then, but look, we have the femme fatale, highlights with the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. I never get what that means, but it's like, that's you. I think that's, and them just like, again, like gazing at you like, hello, like, but do you see like the discrepancy? There's like a child magical and the femme fatale, if I'm saying that right, who's like a vixen, like somebody that I'm thinking of that episode of Charmed Noir. Oh my God, that's like probably my #1 most favorite episode of Charmed ever. But when, I'm gonna watch that tonight, sorry. But when she's like stuck in the book and her sisters are trying to like write her out of it, like it's like a long story, but they're writing she's stuck in a book and her sisters are like writing, like they're the authors of the book, trying to help her out. And there's that one point where she's getting questioned by some crooked cops and they're like, femme fatale, like flirt with him, Paige, and like she all of a sudden turns into this like blah blah blah, like la la la, and she like grabs the cop, I think, by his tie, and they're like, oh, like smitten, you know. But it kind of the connotation of this word is, or of this phrase, is basically a woman who could be a little bit manipulative. So I feel like they're like under your spell is what I'm trying to say. Like they're kind of like under your spell, whether, I don't think they're blaming you for that, like, oh, this person put me under their spell, but there's a sense like that, like they're putty in your hands or something like that. But then we also had, look, this mother energy, and then the prince energy, which like I'm almost thinking of like a little prince, like, but now they're free, like almost like their mother isn't around to like baby them anymore. And look, they have some flowers, they're like, they've got an agenda here. Romantic charm and potential for power. I feel like they, like, look in the vase, it's like they're like, oh, I'm gonna bring you some flowers to put in that vase, like, don't you worry, my little femme fatale, my little Leo lioness, like, I'm coming for you. Like, this is kind of funny. Like, I feel like it's kind of cute. Like, they really have a crush on you. This is like an intense admiration here. But yeah, then we're moving on to this God energy with the bravery, brave, bold, like they're, nothing seems off limits to them right now. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. I feel like they, again, this is almost about them getting like sort of like a big head right now. like I was saying, they're like riding a weird high and they're kind of just like, not like a God complex, like life or death, but I feel like they're almost like again, nothing seems out of reach. Nothing seems impossible. Like they feel like they could take on the world here. So they feel like the world is at their fingertips, because the wolf spirit talks about like it's a very good omen, like everything is going well in your life. So I feel like whatever change happened in their life, it was a positive change, and it's just really fueling them forward to try to like put this into action. But they have a lot of passionate feelings for you here. So all right, let's start getting the messages and see what they would want to say to you, Leo. What is Leo's person most want to communicate to them right now? Okay. You mean the world to me. You're definitely important to them. The way you believe in the goodness of life after what you've been through is so inspiring. You're so kind to all creatures and people. So they've noticed you moving through the world and they find you inspiring. You wouldn't believe the amount of pain I felt over you. Okay. I allowed others to distort my perception of you. Maybe even that mother figure, whoever it was. I'm standing strong for the things I want in my life, including you. Like, they're definitely ready to do that. Ooh, you're so sexy here. Oh. I hear something outside. Sorry. And what's the last message for Leo? That's too many. That's like 8. What would Leo's person most want to say? Leo's secret admirer most want to say? You have such a beautiful mind. Okay. So, all right, what do we have here? I'm gonna get my tarot deck out ready too. You mean the world to me. I almost just want to say you're mean. So maybe like you're kind of like mean to them sometimes. Like maybe like they flirted with you and like pretended it was a joke and you're just like, all right, like, you know what I mean? But it's like at the same time, you're so kind to all creatures and people. So I don't think that they, when I heard you're mean, it was like you're mean, like as like a flirty kind of a joke. So maybe like you're aware that this person has like a thing for you. And what else? You're sexy. You have a beautiful mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 5 out of 8 complimentary phrases here. And with the whole I allowed others to distort my perception of you, I feel as though that's not necessarily, it could be the case, but I feel like it's more so that they have a new perception and perspective on themselves that is making them feel ready to like conquer the world. So their whole perception has changed now. It's almost like a wheel of fortune. Like I've had some good fortune. So, oh my God, that's on the bottom of the deck. Crazy. I really didn't see that, but it is like that kind of an energy where like their luck has changed and now they feel that they can really be authentic to what they really want and what they want to go after here and bring it into the physical. A tender touch can mean so much. You mean the world to me. They want to like feel you. They don't want this to just be a dream or an imagining. Like they're having fun imagining whatever they're imagining about you here, but they want to like bring it into reality. All right, so you mean the world to me. What does Leo's person mean by that? Oh my God, sorry. I just realized I didn't really shuffle these that well. What does Leo's person mean by you mean the world to me, besides the obvious? All right, we cut to the 5 of Cups. Okay, what are they trying to say right now? Okay, Page of Wands. They're about it. You've sparked something in them that isn't going anywhere. What do we have? The 10 of Swords in reverse. I feel like they don't want this to end no matter what the cost. Like they'll pay the price. They want to be with you. With the Page of Wands, like that's a crush, but it's also like with the strong emotion, passionate love or hate with the Moon, it's like very intense. They could be sending you a message soon, or if you sent them a message, they could be letting you know they're very excited to hear that, to get that message from you. That's what the Page of Wands can sometimes indicate. So I would, if you're not into this person, I would be wary of any messages you do send them, because I feel like they're liable. Is that how you say that phrase? But they're most likely going to interpret any sort of sign as proof that you're madly in love with them. So I would be wary if you're not, just to say, because with the 10 of Swords in reverse, and look, the Knight of Cups, like they'll continue to try, like they'll let you stab them 10 times, like they're not taking no for an answer here. All right, the way you believe in the goodness of life after what you've been through is so inspiring. We have the Star. You inspire them. That's so cute. That's like literal. You literally inspire them. That's funny that came out like that with the Hermit underneath. So let's see, the way you believe it. Oh, that's the sun, not the star. Is it the sun or the star? Okay, the sun. But still, that's still like a similar vibe. That's like, all right, it's embarrassing. I'm like getting excited. But anyway, the way you believe in the goodness of life after what you've been through is so inspiring. But again, that's kind of showing like an optimistic viewpoint. I think they like your perspective on life, whatever that is, whatever that happens to be. It's a very sunny disposition. This is Leo energy anyway with the sun, and the sun represents yourself and your personality. So they love the way you carry yourself. They love you're like bright as the sun to them, like you're beautiful. Like they love your hair. I'm noticing her hair there. They really like your hair. They think you're very bright. And with the Hermit energy here, they could almost feel like a little bit, it's like Virgo versus Leo. Like Virgo is more so like, I mean, the hermit, like a little hermit, like curled up inside at night versus like the sun, you know, it's like, this is like a dark energy. I feel like maybe they felt like it was like a blind man seeing the sun for the first time or something when they saw you. Like, this person isn't kidding with their feelings. Like, this is very like, this is an intense crush. Let's just say it like that. They're not kidding. You're so kind to all creatures and people. What do they mean by that? Oh, I hear people outside. No, can you be quiet? All right, you're so kind to all creatures and people. What does Leo's person mean by that? What does Leo's person mean by that? Should we give it a little shove? I just cut to the Lovers and the Hierophant. I mean, they want to make it official. I think one word from you and they would, but what do they mean by that? Hierophant, yeah, with Justice on the bottom of the deck too. Like, they've seen enough to know that they want to make this, let's take it to the next level. Let's go to the courthouse, like they'd probably say. This is definitely a crush, but they're also serious about this. Like, they would not hesitate if you were interested in them and you gave them the green light. They're not kidding. I mean, this is pretty, like, I don't even have that much to say to go in so in depth, because it's like, there's really no, well, I was about to say there's no tortured soul stuff, even though you wouldn't believe the amount of pain I felt over you. But I don't, well, let's see what that means before but this seems very cut and dry. Like, I have feelings for you. What do they mean by that? Three of Cups. Three of Cups, so maybe this is like a third party situation, and you're like in a relationship and they know about it, and they're like, or they've seen you in a relationship in the past, or something like that with their friends. It's something to do with the friend group. So maybe like in your friend group you chose another friend over them or something like that, or because the Three of Cups is like the opposite of this, what's going on here. And then we have the Four of Swords, so that's making me think that maybe they're like hiding their pain when they're around you, or I don't even know if it's pain or if it's just their feelings. I almost want to, let me just get another one to clarify that. The Four of Cups, maybe they think you would reject their offer, Seven of Cups, because you have other better options or something like that. But I would go with my original thing, that maybe you're dating somebody and or you just have feelings for somebody and they know about it, and they feel like there would be a rejection here. I allowed others to distort my perception of you. And maybe that's why so far they've kept their feelings or whatever they've learned about you secret, because they don't want to push it if you're not, they want to make sure it's like reciprocated before they make a move here. The Six of Wands, I allowed others to distort my perception of you with the Nine of Cups. I feel as though I'm not, like I was saying, I feel like this card is more saying that they have had some sort of success, yes, with the Six of Wands, and their whole take on this situation has changed. Whereas maybe in the past we had the Four of Cups and the Seven of Cups coming out. Maybe even they felt like they had other options, and they felt like maybe they rejected you or something like that. That could be, not for everybody, but maybe they rejected you, and that's why you wouldn't believe the amount of pain they felt over you. And then they realized that they have a lot more feelings, or they just realized they had feelings later. Maybe because, yeah, I allowed others to distort my perception of you, or they had a different perception of you from the beginning or something like that. But now that they've had this success, again, it's like with the Nine of Cups, they want to go after what authentically makes them feel emotionally fulfilled here. I'm standing strong for the things I want in my life, including you. We have the Chariot and the Queen of Cups. There's another one. I can't take all these. And the Three of Pentacles. What? I'm standing strong for the things I want in my life, including you. Ten of Cups. Okay, they just really want to make this official with you. The Ten of Cups and Justice. They could see this going on. I honestly feel like this may not even be one person. This could be multiple people that have like crushes on you. This one younger man is coming through the strongest, but this could be like, I'm getting that this is like kind of like a blend of different energies coming through, and that you're just maybe very attractive to people. But I feel like lots of people like have their eye on you here. You're so sexy. I mean, again, besides the obvious, what are we trying to say here? Oh, okay, the Fool, but I feel like they'll be a fool for you. Like that song, Endless Love. Oh, your song. It was Tell It to My Heart by Taylor Dane. I don't know if I said that. The King of Cups in reverse. So maybe they've gone against their better judgment here. Maybe they've like tried to like have a physical relationship with you or something, and because their emotions, well, not even their emotions, they like almost put their emotion, there's a lot of passion here, passionate love or hate, but there's that fire energy, and there's a point to have there's a point being made with like the fire energy and then the moon energy, which is like a water, and then the fire. So I feel like sometimes like the fire wins out over their emotions, and they're very interested in you in a sexual way. And maybe sometimes they almost confuse that for love, I'm getting. They think they want to have this whole happy ending with you, but I'm getting like, even with this, with the sun, I wasn't, at first when I thought it was the star, I thought it was inspiration and I was getting excited. But then like when I realized it was the sun, it was more so that they were almost just like a man seeing the sun for the first time, like seeing your physical beauty. I'm not getting a depth here necessarily. It's more of like a shallow thing where, I don't know how to explain it, where it's like it's not that they don't actually have feelings for you, but like there may be this strong, passionate lust that they have for you. And even if you guys are friends, we have this 3 of Cups, and then they're also have a crush on you. Like maybe they're confusing that for like this unconditional love, because I'm not seeing like a lot about you as a person. I'm seeing more so, I'm in a good spot now, like I'm gonna get a trophy wife kind of a vibe, or trophy husband. Does that make sense? Like almost like, oh, I can go after the person that I thought was so out of my league because I'm doing better now financially. Whereas like if this is like a real soul connection, like that stuff doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not seeing this as like, I've been pining for you for, I don't know. I'm just getting, it's a more shallow edge to this reading. You have such a beautiful mind. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. I need another one to clarify that. That's not to say like this person's doing anything intentionally to like manipulate or mislead you. I just think that Queen of Swords, I think it's not as deep as they think. The 9 of Swords again on the bottom of the deck. Again, it's maybe something that with the 9 of Swords here, they feel that something about your connection would make them feel better about themselves or something, make them have more worth in themselves, because we're starting out with a Page and we're ending up here with the Knight. There's also a King in reverse, but I don't think their feelings are as involved as they wish, as they think they are. I think it's more of a physical attraction and a sexual attraction, but they're like categorizing it as like I said, like, I'm gonna make you mine, like you're gonna be my trophy wife. But I don't think they're thinking that necessarily. It's just, it's kind of the mentality that they have of like seeing you as this beautiful prize. I mean, it's very complimentary, but I don't think that it's, I don't think they're giving things about you the proper credence that they deserve. The Tower on the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. I don't think they're even ready for a love like this. I think if they got you, they wouldn't even know what to do with you. I don't think that they're as maybe they did have a stroke of good luck, but like they think like it's almost like, okay, like say they got a car and now they think they're a grown up and they understand all the ways of like life. It's like, okay, you still got some learning to do, buddy. Like it's like something like that where it's almost like a false sense of like triumph or a false sense of like, I'm doing good now, so I can take on the world and have this person by my side. It's almost like another thing to make them feel better. Just like whatever good luck whatever high that they're riding, they want it to continue. And they almost think that by like bringing you into the mix, it can. It's kind of weird. All right. Sorry if that's like confusing, but I don't feel like this is anybody that you're like, I feel like this is someone just random that you wouldn't even like think about or something. Like, I don't feel like this is like your person, and maybe you have a person with the 3 of Cups. So this is just be on the lookout if someone approaches you out of nowhere. Like, what else? What could happen? Purse, pay attention to your finances. Let's see what's going to happen next. Firecracker, excitement. I feel like there might be some excitement here. I feel like even like this person's finances have changed or something, and so now they're excited to come after you. January, that could be, they could have a birthday, that could be when they're gonna like approach you. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Yes, I don't think that they're thinking clearly. I don't think they're seeing the situation with you realistically at all. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Like maybe it's almost like I was saying, like, okay, they just got a car, but they have like some other fish to fry. Like they're not even in a space that they're ready for a relationship, but they're thinking that they are here. And what's that song? You're tripping, you need guidance. I just like heard that in my head. Money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. I feel like that's something like that happened where like their life changed pretty quickly and now they're like on the hunt for you. And money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Okay, this person needs to focus on their money, like, and whatever they're doing. Like, if they're in school, they need to focus on school. If they've got a car, they need to focus on, like, making their monthly payments, like, or whatever. But I feel like they've got some growing up to do, and you're too much for them anyway, or something. I don't know. It's kind of a weird reading, but anyway. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. But someone's really about it with you and just thinking that you're the one. So yeah, enjoy. All right, guys, have a good night or day wherever you are. And if you like this reading, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye.